Oh, we got ourselves a fucking tough guy in this house, folks. Welcome to Degenerates Plus 3. Welcome. And also welcome to the next generation sports network and sponsorship with Degenerates Plus 3 under the umbrella of the Next Gen to Gen Sports Network. Welcome. I'm your host, Antony Paisan, as always. With me, I got my boy, Mitchy Steez, and as always, we're stuck with our boy, Lenny. Mitchy Steez, how are you doing this fine Wednesday evening?
I'm doing great, Ant. I appreciate your intro comments there, but unfortunately, we're not stuck with our boy, Lenny. Where is he?
Well, actually, Lenny, how are you doing today? Yeah, folks, that was a play on words. That was a joke, some might call it, because Lenny is a sack of shit. Say with me, Manny. Say with me here, Mitchy. Lenny is a sack of shit. You're supposed
sack of shit.
Sack of shit. Lenny apparently has some of the worst time management skills that I've ever been able to. He's so bad. The show is in the planner every week at the exact same time. Our pre-show meetings where we discuss the games, go over the picks every week, as Mitchy knows. And wouldn't you know it, we're sitting here, we're waiting for tonight. Where's Lenny? We call him. Oh, you guys, I'm Christmas shopping. I'm in the car. My phone doesn't have a charger. Lenny's a sack of shit, Mitch. You got any commentary on that?
Yeah, no, I tell you what, Ant, in my work, I teach 18-year-old kids that can't tell their head from the ass, right? And they need mom to tell them what's happening. I teach them, hey, everybody has the time. It's if you make it a priority. You don't ever say, oh, I don't have time for that, right? No, anybody can make the time. We all have the same amount of time. It's just not a priority.
By the way, what I'm really disgusted about with that whole process is the fact that he actually uttered to us, and you were there for it. He goes, tell the fans I'm on vacation. I couldn't make it this week. I said, not a fucking chance. I'm not lying to our fans. You're a sack of shit. They know you're a sack of shit. And if I told them that, they would know I'm lying. And I'm not going to bring that on the show, Mitch. It's reprehensible.
No, you guys me fucking a 7 o'clock start time usually. I'm Mitchy Old Man's. I like to get to bed early. Bearcats just lost. I'm pissed off anyway. It's 9:45 and the guy's still not here.
Just a real sack of shit. Downgrading the show. It's getting worse by worse every week because of Lenny. But let's start off with a little introduction question, even if it is just the two of us. I got a question for you, bud. Fuck, marry, kill. All right. Pizza, cheeseburgers, chicken wings. And I have a follow-up question for you after that. But fuck, marry, kill, pizza, cheeseburger, chicken wings.
Ooh, that's a tough one. I think that I'm gonna have to kill the cheeseburger. And there's really it's a no-win situation because I love all of those, but I love having my boneless liquid gold wings from Wing Zone in Lexington. Shout out, friend of the show. They're a sponsor as well.
They're sponsors.
They are sponsors. So I wanted to make sure that, just great, quick delivery, always just beautifully done wings.
By the way,
I'm going to marry the wings.
Marry the wings.
And I'm going to fuck the pizza.
And you're going to marry and you're going to kill the cheeseburger.
I got to kill the cheeseburger.
I got to tell you what, Mitch, I got a couple disagreements with what you just said there. First and foremost, I'm going to say a couple things that might trigger you, all right? Libcuck Mitchy might come out of his shell when I say this, all right? Boneless chicken wings are the most overrated food of all time. It's a fucking chicken nugget, all right? I fucking hate boneless chicken wings. And here's what I will also say. You've got to marry the cheeseburger. It's an all-American classic. I love a good cheeseburger, little onion, little bit of tomato, little onion. Oh, you know what's really good here? You do a little ketchup mayo combo. You put that's like the sauce. I fucking love a good cheeseburger. I'm going to marry that cheeseburger for life.
Yeah, you know what, Ann, if I may interject, I hate onions, and you managed to mention them twice. So continue.
I did. I like double onions. You got to fuck the pizza for sure. Pizza's a classic. And here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to kill the chicken wings. I'm not I like a good chicken wing, but I think chicken wings are overrated. Think about it. They're messy. I always feel like gross afterwards because I'm just throwing away all this extra waste that I've just created for the world to take care of. It's a lot of work. And it's just little bits of meat. I'm just not a huge. I mean, I like them. I'll eat some chicken wings. Not an all-time favorite. Not an all-time favorite. Chicken wings, though, they are a friend of the show. So I will say.
Yeah, I go ahead and eat boneless chicken wings with a fork, and so and I'm an adult, so not too messy for me. I also had someone give that argument about some tough guy that I used to work with about, oh man, you guys are ridiculous with your fucking, it's a glorified chicken nugget, blah 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 blah, and then he showed his tactic of eating a regular bone-in chicken wing, which I like those too, because boneless are my favorite. I like those too; they're good. But some people they'll eat around like the whole thing. It's kind of how I do it. That's kind of how I do it, which is like an aggressive kind of man move, and that's why that's a lot messier. But the way the guy showed it, he's like, "Watch, you take it like this, took 2 bones, and you crush it down, and and then you crush it down, and then you just have the chicken and you eat it, and it looks clean. It looked like the way he does it. It looks clean. It looks easy. It makes sense. But I'm like, buddy, all you did was add an extra step in the process. You made him put a bone in there that you're getting rid of to eat it instead of just eating the chicken wing.
There's all there's tendons and there's like those little blue chicken veins. That's fucking gross, dude. I hate when people do it gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't like that. Anyways, I think that was a good opening segment. Fans are going to like that. Follow-up question for you, Mitchy. What are your thoughts on the Jews?
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah, big fan. I don't really think that's a point of contention. That being said, you know what it was? I think the Christmas shopping may have been a ploy because Lenny got pissed drunk this week, popped a half a dozen Ambien, and got on Twitter once again. Should we open with it?
People are starting to notice. People are starting to take notice.
They are, especially as Democrat friends, and it's very unsettling for. If you think a guy who's never mind. Should we wait till he gets on should we wait till he gets on late, of course, to talk about that, or should we just get out of the air now and just attack it?
I think we've gotten most of our thoughts out, and the fans know how we feel. So we'll wait till he gets on and we'll revisit.
Because I love the Jews. I love the Jews. The Jews are friends of the show. All right, the Jews have given us some incredible opportunities. They've created. The Jews, L'chaim, the gefilte fish, Lenny Kravitz, like the Jews, great people. We love the Jews. Lenny's not a huge fan of the Jews though, and his tweet shows that. Let's do this, boy. Do you have any general commentary before we go over any picks here, Mitch? Any last week's games? I know there were some spicy picks there. Chiefs fucked me in the mouth last week. Any general commentary before we jump into things?
Yeah, I would like to first and foremost apologize to the fans for my mortal lock. I did feel good about it. I had some research backing it up, but you just can't take this Atlanta Falcons team. You can't take them. So that's on me. That won't happen again. I might take them again. Don't get me wrong. They won't be my mortal lock. It depends on the matchup. But I heard on PMT shout out, hilarious, love their show, friends of the show. And, I heard their take on it, and they said these two teams deserve each other, the Falcons and the Chargers, right? You never know what's going to happen, and I shouldn't have given that as my surefire pick. They still had a great chance at the end. They blew it in perfect Falcons fashion, which I should have known. But, yeah, I feel bad on that front. The Browns-Ravens delivered. Excellent game. I was very sad because I did want – I'm a Bengals fan, but I did pull for the Browns there. Tough loss, and an even worse beat if you were on the wrong side of that.
And I was, for once in my fucking life, not on the wrong side of that. Ravens -3, baby. Let's go.
Push to a win for you. So I'd say that'd be my commentary. And we got some teams in the NFC East that are weirdly, beating some of these good teams now. I just don't – the NFL makes no sense, and that's why I absolutely love it.
And this week, by the way, I'm going to throw myself onto the pile of the fans because I accept your apology. Last week, I thought you gave some very compelling points for your Falcons pick, and I actually bet it as a result. Go fuck yourself. That was a terrible decision, and that was a terrible pick, Mitchy. But I forgive you. The fans forgive you, of course. Record, by the way, last week, your host, Antony Paisan, 3-3. Pretty solid week. Not a bad week. 3-3. That's what we call 5-0-0, baby. 0.5000. Lenny somehow went 4-3 last week. Mitchy shit takes is what I'll say last week. Is Mitchy, you went 1-5 last week. I do remember you were talking about how the Giants were going to man football the Cardinals, and there were a bunch of just stinkers left and right, man. You got any comments on the dog shit you laid on your plate last week?
Tell you what, I've watched a lot of football in my day. I consider
Yeah.
myself a big time fan. Like I kind of have a decent pulse on this league, and boy, oh boy, was I wrong. That was a tough one. As it turns out, Daniel Jones is not healthy, and the Giants would have been a lot, way better off. They would have put Colt McCoy in, had a different game plan versus trying to have Daniel Jones in their normal offense when he's, gimping around. He just couldn't. He wasn't fully there. That's on me. Changed my mind on the Cardinals a little bit. They're still an up and down weird team.
Love the Cards. I love the Cards.
But yeah, I should never have hardcore faith in an NFC East team. That's the exact reason why I love the Washington football team and what they got going on right now. But I'm not gonna get my heart broken again. I'm not gonna go all in on a team because they look good. They got a chance to win their division and forget that they're 6-7. You can't forget that. That's what I forgot about the G-men, and I apologize.
By the way, you just called you were saying Daniel Jones gimping around. I was curious. The gimp. It's a very prominent role in a movie called Pulp Fiction, an all-time classic. Have you ever seen that movie by chance? Quentin Tarantino film.
Unfortunately, I've not.
Yeah, I knew the answer to that question. I didn't know. I just knew because you've never seen a goddamn movie in your life. Never. Do you even know who Quentin Tarantino is? Can you name any other movie that Quentin Tarantino has directed?
Inglourious Bastards, and that's only because a good family friend of mine gave me a big old list of movies I needed to watch and then proceeded to force me to watch those movies with them. We didn't get through all of them. Inglourious Bastards is one of them. And, of course,
Great
all-time favorites immediately. I know Tarantino is unbelievable. The Hateful Eight, there's movies I got on the docket.
You just named 2 movies in a row. That's actually really impressive.
Hey, I appreciate it. I've only seen one of them, though, so that's probably a test for me as well. I need to see The Hateful Eight. My dad was fucking raving about that movie a couple years ago.
Literally just watched The Hateful Eight like 2 days ago.
My dad reads the paper every single day, and he's like, I'm talking about The Hateful Eight in the paper. I don't think he's seen it either. So
I just watched it 2 days
Friends
ago.
in the family.
I love Quentin Tarantino movies. Quentin Tarantino, friend of the show. By the way, total game picks for the season. Your host with the most, Antony Paisan, 8-10 on the season. Could improve, but I'm one of the worst gamblers of all time, so I'm actually kind of proud of that number. Lenny Bobeni, 10-8 on the season so far. I'm pretty sure that just proves that if you throw enough darts, eventually that guy's an idiot. Mitchy, 5-12 on the season. You stink. And by the way, celebrity picks this season, 3-5. By the way, last week, Billy, shout out Billy Blanks, 3-3 last week. So not the worst week in the world last week. And then Mortal Locks last week. We're going to talk about Mortal Locks a little later in the show. However, I did go 1-0. Well, we're going to cover the tweet a little bit later. I've got that on my agenda. One thing, it really shocked me this week, Mitchy, about Lenny. Before we go into this first pick, Lenny said one of the dumbest things I think I'll ever hear in my entire life this week, just in general conversation. And he said a lot of dumb things. We were talking, I don't know what the hell we were talking about, but he was like, dude, he had like an easy bake oven, I guess, when he was like a kid or something. He's like, dude, you know what they should do? They should make a bigger version of the easy bake oven. Any commentary on that, Mitchy?
Oh, my goodness. I feel like I would need to prepare something clever for how dumb that is.
Is there anything that comes to your mind when you hear that other than the fact that 1/3 of our show is just a fucking idiot?
I would say that it's already out there, man.
Yeah.
There's a bigger version. It would just be a standard oven. It's bigger than the Easy Bake Oven.
I think the Easy Bake Oven is a product that is of the regular. We're going to move on. First pick of the show. Chargers Raiders, Thursday night football. By the way, this is the official I fucking hate December divisional games game of the week, sponsored by our friends at the Home Depot. Raiders, -3.5. The total right now, 53. Mitchy, let's kick this show off. What's your pick in this game? Thursday night.
Yeah, so for this game, I would say, the Raiders, they have played to their competition all season long. Aside from maybe last week, you might say they kind of just got their doors blown off by the Colts. but they've played to their competition all year long. I think it's time that changes. They need this game. They have to win out for a chance to get to the playoffs. They just fired their coach, Paul Guenther, former defensive coordinator of my Bengals. And literally there was a thing that I heard, John Gruden and Jay Gruden their families are very close with Paul Guenther and his family. And that's how he got hired on with John. When the Bengals let Guenther go, the Bengals let a defensive coordinator go, the Grudens fought over him, okay? And John Gruden still fired him, even though he's close to the family. A change needed to happen. I feel like a defense is inspired. The first time they have a new coordinator, throwing different looks at the team. The Chargers stink. Anthony Lynn is in absolute fucking la-la land.
Imbecile.
No pun intended. Raiders.
I like it. By the way, I will say this. I don't know anything about Paul Guenther, but that is an all-time guy who has dad strength name. Paul Guenther. Just hearing that name, it's like that guy. If that guy fought you at the barbecue, you're going home with some bruises. Here's what I'm gonna say about this, Mitchy. I fucking hate late December divisional games. But here's what I will say: the Chargers stink. The Raiders stink. These teams fucking stink. This is the stink bowl. This is the poopy bowl. This is the diarrhea bowl. Stinky. The Chargers and Anthony Lynn. Anthony Lynn may have the worst time. You know what? Anthony Lynn has worse time management skills than Lenny. I just came up with that. Lenny's obviously very close to number 2. These guys have no hope. I really hope. I feel for Justin Sherbert. I really hope Justin's not going to be one of those rookie guys, those young guys in the league that has a revolving door of offensive coordinators and new head coaches, that he's got to learn all these different programs. I like the guy. I think he's got a great potential. I feel for the guy. This is going to be a high-scoring game, Mitchy. It's going to be a bunch of back and forth. There's a lot of talent on these offenses. Shout out Darren Waller, by the way, friend of the show as well. The Raiders, like you said, absolutely need to have this game. And since their win against the Chiefs, I say win because they lost, but they kind of won. They've just been in meltdown mode on a catastrophic level. I like the Chargers, though, in this game to be stinkers. I like the Chargers to piss in the Raiders' Cheerios this week. I'm going to take the points. I got a weird feeling about this game. Chargers plus 3.5. You got any commentary on that, Mitchie? I know revolving things.
Hey, the Chargers are a weird team, and that could happen. I don't see it. And as much as we say it's a week-to-week league, right? As much as we say the Raiders stink, they suck, they're terrible, they're done, the season's over, coach is fired. I got the playoff standings pulled up. If they come out and they win this game, they're 8-6, and there's 2 more games to go. I haven't looked at everybody's remaining schedule, but they could be an outside shot to get that 7 seed now that there's that extra playoff spot. So as much as we say they stink, they got a lot to play for. The Chargers do not. I think it could be a weird game, especially that's Thursday night. But I like the Raiders to win by at least a touchdown.
Ooh, wait, that's a good one. All right, let's move this train along here, Mitchy. This is we got Bills and Broncos. Bills, Broncos. Broncos are getting 6.5. The total is 50 points in this game. Why don't you give us the good on this Bills-Broncos game?
Yeah, I tell you what, I got a buddy, we'll call him Andrew. Okay, he's a big-time Bills fan. I was talking to him all before the Steelers game. Classic fan of a team that I can relate to so much that usually isn't good or worth considering. They never win the big game, and he's texting me, the Steelers fucking suck. We're going to do this and that to them. And he was right. And they really won that game handily. I love his fandom. I love his energy. With that being said, this game has let down all over it. I won't remind you for personal reasons about another time that a team went out to Mile High in a game they should have won by 100 and lost by 3 in weird fashion because the players can't breathe, and they also, they overlooked the team. The Bills are 10-3. The Buffalo Bills are 10-3. They have the clear path to win the AFC East. They haven't been in the situation in forever. They just passed a huge test, 11-1 against Steelers on prime time. It's letdown time. So I like the Broncos to cover the spread of 6. Now, I'm not saying they're going to beat the Bills, and I like the Bills. Bills-Browns. Those are kind of my 2 teams that I'm like, hey, if they kept going in the AFC, I like it, right? Those are guys they never get there, but it has letdown written all over it. I think the Bills will squeak out a close win, but I would like the Broncos to take the points. And it could be the sprinkle money line game of the week. But I'm just going to go for my official picks because I feel like you're fucking me on the record. I got to check the records anyway. And I'm going to take because I like to I bounce around with my picks sometimes. I'm not very clear. Broncos +6.
Broncos +6. Yeah, you don't need to look at the records. I'm the only one that keeps track of those, and I keep very good accounts, very good accounting, and no need to look at that. I'm the only one that looks at it, though, so I got the numbers. By the way, we forgot to get Lenny's pick, by the way, in that last game. Lenny's Chargers-Raiders. Give us a real quick pick, Lenny.
Well, last week the Raiders lost. Last week the Chargers won.
All right, we're going to move on.
3.
We're going to move on.
I agree. Move on.
Bills, Broncos. Here's what I'm going to say, Lenny and Mitchy. Lenny, Mitchy. This is the alliteration bowl, all right? This is a battle. This is Bills, Broncos, baby, all right? This is a battle of the boys slinging balls, banging broads, slamming beers, and Buffalo is ready to fucking go. That's all I got to say about this game, boys. I keep saying sarcastically that Josh Allen is a bum, all right? But he's kind of been looking great. I'm not going to lie. The Bills are legit, man. Our friend Andy, certified Democrat, by the way, he's got hardcore feeling about the Buffalo Bills. I got to side with him, though. They're actually looking pretty damn good. The Fins are going to get their shit rocked in Week 17. I got a real bad feeling for that. I'm not looking forward to that game. The Broncos stink, though. Drew Lock stinks, all right? He flashed last week against the Panthers, and he's doing these stupid dances, those stupid, that stupid – wow, dude, you beat the fucking Panthers when it didn't matter. How about you win the fucking games earlier this season, you fucking Fugan? You fucking baboosh? You fucking idiot. Drew's going to be throwing picks left and right. There's probably going to be a pick 6 in this game by the Buffalo Bills. I don't love it, but here's the thing. Drew Lock is the garbage man. He's the garbage time man. I fucking hate this spread. Drew is so good when it doesn't matter. But here's what I'm going to do, Mitchy. I'm laying the points here. I'm going against you again. And considering our records, that's probably the right move. You stink. The Bills are going to kill the Broncos in this game. Josh Allen's going to throw the ball 3 miles into the stratosphere. Bills -6.5. Did you have points -6, by the way? The lines spread, shift, change?
So, yeah, the last time I checked it, I had it at 6. So, I'll take them 6.5.
Okay, I like it.
You're going to give me 6.5.
I'll do 6.5. I'm confident. They're going to win by a touchdown. But if they win by 6, I'm going to take a -6. It'll be a game time decision. Now, here's the thing, Mitchy. I had a Lenny spelling challenge set up at this point. Lenny's obviously not here at the moment because he's an asshole. I figured we might as well have you do it. And actually, would you consider yourself to be a good speller, by the way?
I would. And I know he's got to be not a good speller. So should I try to do it like him? Or? No.
I'm thinking I actually give you the words. I'm going to have you spell them out. I think you're going to get them right. These are not easy words, but they're not like, 27-letter words either. They're difficult. Yeah. I Googled hard to spell words, right? I think you're going to spell them right. And then I think when Lenny joins, he's going to spell them wrong, which that's a great bit. I think. So I'm going to urge you, try to get these right. All right. Okay. I've got the spelling right here. Conscientious. Spell for me conscientious. And no, I don't have it in a sentence. I don't really even know what that word means, but conscientious.
CONSCENTIOUS.
Close.
Wait.
Do you want to give it a try? Conscientious.
CONSCENTIOUS.
No, close. Very close. CONSCIENTIOUS. Conscientious.
I tell you what. I tell you what, he will 100% get that wrong.
There is a 0% chance he spells it.
That's a tough one. I thought I had that for sure. All right, next one.
I only have 2. This is a tough one. I always misspell this word, by the way.
Okay.
Vacuum.
Yeah,
you know where I'm going. That's a tough word. Vacuum.
VACUUM.
You fucking got it. There we go, baby. Because I know Lenny's going to go VACCUM because he's a fucking idiot.
Dude, I know there's 2. I think, oh my goodness. That was stressful, and I consider myself yeah, I would consider myself.
Those are two tough words, though.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Those are good ones for him. He's not gonna be close.
By the way, last week I tried.
Just have him. You should say those words and just ask him to say them back.
Fucking Lenny, man. I bet you. Well, the worst part is I was prepping for this bit because in the pre-show, before the show every week, I try to like test him. I'll ask him like little math questions throughout the day and like just to see what he's good at and what he's not good at. I gave him like 6 words. I'm like, spell intelligence, spell misspoke. He could not spell a fucking word if his life depended on it. So those are going to be good.
Hey, real quick, I would just say not with vacuum, right? He could say, but conscientious. You should have him say that. Have him try to spell it first, and then he'll get that wrong and be like, "Hey, dude, just say it. Conscientious. Go." Just have him say it.
By the way, Lenny's still not in the show. I just want to point that out. He said he'd join in like 10 minutes. This guy's the biggest piece of shit that has ever existed, and shit exists.
I'm gonna pull up the text just so our fans know and they're up to date.
This is a joke.
He said, so Ant at 8:40 p.m. Keep in mind it's 10:10, right? It's 10:10. It's been an hour and a half. He said, Lenny, 6 minutes. You on here soon? He said, yeah, boy. At 8:45. It's been an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at.
I fucking hate that guy. He's just the worst. But he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Down to earth. Salt of the earth.
He's real relatable, I would say.
Yeah.
Relatable. Pats Dolphins. This is a good game. I might get a little emotional in this game. By the way, I was so close last week. I said Chiefs Dolphins was going to be 35-16. At one point, it was like 30-17 or something like that. I was like, no, it was like 33. It was 33-17, I think. And I was like, I might fucking. And then the Dolphins scored once. But I was like, ooh, wow. Pats Dolphins minus a deuce. Totals 41.5. Dolphins -2, 41.5. Dolphins in Miami because the Patriots are coming to Miami. What are your thoughts on this game?
Yep, I'm going to throw you a curveball, and I'm going to go ahead and put my mortal on this game.
I like how, by the way, I fucking love how you're doing the mortal lock before we get, because normally I keep a schedule, I keep an agenda. I kind of like how you switch it. It's like straight line, little diversion, right?
Diversion.
That's leadership.
Here's the deal. One thing I love to see is when a team in the National Football League learns from the mistakes of another team in the National Football League. Mm-hmm. And where I'm going to go with this is that the Las Vegas Raiders kept it close with the Kansas City Chiefs. And as you alluded to earlier in the show, they basically crowned themselves Super Bowl champions because they barely lost to Kansas City. It wasn't as close of a game between the Dolphins and the Chiefs, but they did play them tough. They gave them a fight. It was close. I think a lot of people came out of that game saying, hey, they didn't get their doors blown off. The Chiefs had a spurt where they'll do that to you. They'll blitz you and score 21 in a row. But the Dolphins played them tough. Tua looked good. He looked a lot better, right? They're getting better. The Dolphins are going to learn because they're a more well-coached team, in my opinion. They're a more well-coached team. I'm not calling out John Gruden, but I think Brian Flores is an excellent coach and the staff across the board. You can't say it's a well-coached team when you just fired your defensive coordinator, right? So the Dolphins, I like them in this game so much. The Patriots, they could play spoiler, but that's not Bill Belichick's game. Play spoiler? They haven't had less than 10 wins since like 2001, right? So I love the Dolphins, -2. Hammer it. The Dolphins need this game, and they are going to win it. And what the fuck just happened? Why did he join?
Give me 2 seconds really quick here, and I just fixed that. Okay. Lenny, you might actually want to change that. How are you doing, Lenny? How are you doing, by the way? That was a great pick, by the way, Mitch. I love that pick.
Thank you.
Lenny, do you want to give us any welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, man.
Run.
Yeah. Thanks, man. I do appreciate it. I know, I like the Dolphins.
Cool.
I like the Dolphins this pick.
So I think we need to cover just a couple things.
Okay, let's hear it.
We get to that point because you've missed a few things, and we need to cover a tweet as well.
Oh, a tweet, man.
Well, first and foremost, explain to the fans, because our fans are loyal fans, obviously. Where have you been for the last, say, 3 hours since the?
You know, some people, Anthony, do like to buy.
Anthony, you asshole! There's
Some
no fucking
people,
H in my name, Antony.
Quit adding the
and,
H.
and,
By the way,
and,
why did you change
and
my name to Brady Flanders? It's not my name.
I promise I did not. I did not.
My name
Is that the but on a real note, is that the super fan guy that's been I fucking love that guy.
No, he's
Is
my
that
buddy.
Beef Lan? Is that Beef
No,
Lan that has comments and all of
Oh
our
yeah, by the way, Beefland
love
is a friend of the show. I fucking love that guy. But
best friend of the show. I love that guy.
my name's Anthony. He always calls me
Yeah,
Anthony.
Anthony.
He changes my name on my Zoom to Brady Flant. Like that. He's just a friend of the show. Why would you? Where have you been?
I'm just gonna leave already. I'm not running here.
Actually, that was going well before you got here. But where have you been? So we had a time on the schedule.
All right.
And
Yep. Please explain to the people what happened.
no, I'd rather you do it because you're the one who showed up fucking late. Where have you been?
So, moral of the story is these guys do not know how to plan or keep the pals updated. So I was here ready to go, and they were like, "Oh, dude, we got Cincy basketball game. Oh, can we do this? Can we do that? Can we go later?" I was like, "Dude, I got stuff going on, man. We can try later." And these guys are going to try to blame it on me. So
Yeah,
your
we've
side of
been
the story.
waiting since 5:30 Eastern time, and just to point out, you just joined 10:14 Eastern time. So none of that's true. Just if you're a fan listening, and that's a bold-faced lie.
We're doing. Some of us got a Christmas shop here, man. Did you give your mom a Christmas present? I bet you didn't.
Not true.
Yeah, that's not true. No,
I literally was Christmas shopping, and hey, by the way, there's a freaking snowstorm out, and the roads are bad.
wow,
So I did have to drive slow.
Not my emergency. But anyways, thanks for just making excuses the whole time.
Did you get your mom? Did you get your mom a present? You probably didn't even.
I bought her a present outside of the confines of a fucking time that we didn't have a show. I bought her. By the way, have you ever heard of online shopping? You piece of shit. What?
Yeah.
One time? You have to
Mhm.
drive to 45 minutes. I'm gonna go off on so many rants. Let's move on. All right. I just want you to admit to the fans you made a mistake. Can you do that? Can you man up and say that?
You know, Anthony just cannot get over himself. So, by the way, my weather picks have been 2-0 the past 2 weeks. Just bring that out there. Weather picks.
Yeah, we already covered that because we covered that. Anyways, let's just get Mitchy. I think we should probably just cover the tweet a little bit later. Pat's Dolphins. Lenny, give us your goods. Pat's Dolphins. What do you think? Oh, but no, yeah, I got a spelling challenge for you after this. By the way, Pat's Dolphins. Though, what's your pick here? Pat's Dolphins.
Pat's Dolphins. I like the Dolphins. Pats are not playing good football right now. They're out of it. They aren't playing for much. Dolphins. I like them. I like the Dolphins.
Cool. That's it.
Yep, that's it.
I like it. That was some great commentary.
Yep.
Here's what I'm gonna say, boys. This is an easy game. This is an easy game to cap. I know how to cap Dolphins football. Here's what I will say, boys. Fins 10-3 this season against the spread. Mitchy knows that. Mitchy loves it. That's why he picked the team as well. This is a slam fucking dunk. All right. It's hard to beat a team in the division 2 weeks in two in a row. It's hard to sweep. I had a small here. The Fins win this game outright, by the way. The Fins cover the spread. Write it down. Lock it up. The Pats fucking stink. The Fins know it. America knows it. We all know it. The Pats know they stink. I had a small amount of faith in them last week. We all took Pats plus 5.5. And Mitchy and I also took Pats money line last week. How'd that work out? How it worked out was they fucked me in my skull. The Pats offense is an absolute joke. Cam stinks. The defense gets the ball ran down their throat every single game. Tua is not great yet. He's not great yet. But this Fins team is different from week one. That 21-11 stupid game, we lost. We didn't know the Pats stunk then yet, so they had that non-stink confidence at that point. They didn't. No one in the league knew how to figure out their stupid QB sweep play that they ran against us and beat us with at that point. Now, Fitz also threw 3 picks. Fitz tragic. That won't happen this week. Lay the points. Dolphins -2 and Fins money line. Mitchy, I think that's a consensus pick right there. That's good. 2 of us had great analysis. 1 of us is a fucking idiot. Now, Lenny, I got a little spelling challenge here for you. Would you consider yourself to be a good speller?
Yep, I'm a genius.
Genius. That is a word. Can you spell genius?
Genius. Genius.
What was that?
That's wrong.
Yeah.
Can you go back to the notes, Jones, if you want to
Did you spell genius?
Oh man.
Genius. That's what I said.
The first time.
That is what I said. I said
After
genuine.
a quick couple clicks on the keyboard.
I said genuine.
IOUS.
Yeah, genuous. That's what I was saying. You didn't say genius. You said genuous.
You called yourself.
Are you guys,
you're the one that
I think
brought
you guys
the word
got
up.
hammered the first
You
half of
called
the show.
yourself a genius.
So you called yourself. You said, "Oh no, I'm a genuous." That's what you're saying. Then you said,
No,
"I'm a
I'm
genuous."
genuous. Yeah, I'm genuous. And
So
then I
I
said,
said-
no, I'm a genius.
Disingenuous, maybe. You want to try to spell
You
that one?
idiot, stupid, dumb. idiot.
Disingenuous
You
probably explains how you've acted over the past several hours.
Yeah.
Yes.
He spelled asshole. He spelled stupid asshole.
Define disingenuous.
H-A-A-S-K.
What does disingenuous even mean? Can you define
Did
disingenuous?
you get drunk over there? I just saw you drink like three different beers.
3 different beers? No,
Two
actually,
different
I started off with a Budweiser
He's deflecting.
fucking 90 minutes ago when we started this show.
He's
And then
deflecting.
you joined, and by the time you joined, I got through 1 beer. And now I'm on the old Contact Haze,
He's
Lyceum.
deflecting. Now I will say this, Brian. That was your name before you joined. But I will say this. He's got a spitting look to another guy we know.
Hey, Mitchy. By the way, have you ever seen the Marvel movies?
What's that?
Have you ever seen the Marvel movies, like the Avenger movies at all?
I've seen, there's probably like 90 of those. I've seen Captain America.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So he's deflecting hard. Lenny, hands in the air. All right. Because this is the pick right here. Just so we can see your fingers. No typing. All right. Look, I want to see your fingertips. All right. I want to see your fingertips.
What, you think I got freaking long fingers here?
I want you to spell this word for us. By the way, I gave these to Mitchy as well. Conscientious. I want you to spell. I'm saying, I know you don't know how to say. No, where's your fucking fingers? You're looking at your goddamn computer
I promise
screen.
you I'm not. I promise you. I'm looking at my screen.
Well, keep your fingers up like this. Conscientious. How do you spell conscientious, bud?
C-O-N-C-I-O-U-S-O-U-S. Conscientious. It looks right to me.
So much better than I ever thought it was going to be, by the way.
We have to mash up. I know, Anthony, you'll be on it on the
I'll be on it. Don't
We have to
worry.
mash up, though. We have to mash these up, man. That is so much.
I'm going to give you another shot here, Lenny. Again, fingers up. You want to give it one more try, or do you just want to take the L on that one?
Depends how hard is the word.
Hey, he needs to say it. Have him say
Can
this
you
word.
say conscientious?
Conscientious.
That was a slam dunk.
Holy shit. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Conscientious. Fingers up.
It sounds how it's.
That was an and one.
It does
That was
spell
an and
how
one.
I
We
say
scored
it.
and got fouled.
A bit has never worked out better.
No,
fingers up.
It does sound how I. It does spell how I
Literally
sounded out.
doesn't. It doesn't.
You literally said CONCIOOUOU.
Okay, how do you spell it? How do you spell it? How do you spell it?
I'm giving you more. I will spell it. I got it on my screen here. Hands up.
Oh, wow. You freaking.
Hey, for the record, Lenny, I got it wrong.
Yeah, he did
By
get it wrong.
1 letter.
One letter.
So
I think
incredible.
mine was gone wrong by 1 letter too.
You were off by 7 letters, okay? Fingers up, conscientious. The fans want to know.
What's a dollar to a nickel?
Conscientious. What?
Next word. Pass.
Just you want to take you take the L?
What's a dollar to a nickel?
Don't worry about it.
You said, but go ahead.
I'll spell it for you.
You're
C-O-N.
looking at it. Yep.
Well, because it's on my screen. It's part of the Lenny Spelling Challenge of the Week. C-O-N-S-C-I-E-N-T-I-O-U-S. Not even in the same galaxy, but we're going to move on to the next word here, okay? Fingers up. Fingers up, Lenny. Vacuum.
Oh, easy. V-A-C-U-M. What do you think? I'm an idiot?
Yeah, you actually got that. I'm the idiot. I can spell vacuum, bud. Okay, we're going to move on. I thought you were going to get both those wrong. Pat's Dolphins, boys. Pat's Dolphins. Lenny, actually, before we go on to the next pick, we've got some trivia coming up here. We've got Bears Vikings for the next pick. However, we got a little Lenny trivia for you here, and also Lenny's joke of the week. All right. First question for actually, what's your joke? Let's mix it up. Joke of the week from Lenny. What's your joke of the week?
I see. Coming in with the Christmas spirit, what do you call a selfie on Christmas?
I call that a repeated Lenny's joke of the week.
I used that 2 weeks ago.
I did.
Yes, it
I
was.
think it was actually literally the last episode that we did.
Was it the last one? No, it was the second.
I couldn't force myself to smile about that one.
It was just so.
No less give like a fake chuckle. Like I
Can you give us
couldn't.
an actual joke that you
Did
prepared?
they give you the carrot one last week? I
Yeah.
think the carrot one was last week.
Oh, the carrot. Oh my God, they're so
Yeah, the carrot one. How can I
so
forget that?
forgettable.
Elfie.
Okay, anyway,
It's an
sorry,
Elfie.
2 weeks ago. But yeah, we already. It's an Elfie. We did that. Yeah.
Yeah. So give us a joke. What's Lenny's joke of the week?
Lenny's joke of the week. I don't know if you guys are ready for this one.
I don't think you're ready for it either, because you don't have one.
I could be. Who knows?
Okay, so maybe give it to us because you're.
All right. Well, you see,
Brag.
what do you call a tree without no leaves? Are you guys gonna guess, or am I just gonna tell you?
You can tell us.
A naked tree. Pretty good joke.
Anyways, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. It's fucking funny.
I had a different one planned, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, you also didn't have it because you didn't write it down.
Yeah, you're a really good planner. You're showcasing.
Awesome. You're
As you
so
guys
great.
can tell. Yep.
We haven't even gotten to the tweet yet. This is a stock loaded episode.
How many tweets we got left, buddy? I got some work things to do here, man. We got a busy work, man.
Yeah,
He's got a paper to write. He's a student.
I got bills to pay, man. I got bills to pay.
Yeah, you live with your parents. You live with your parents. We got bills to pay for sure. Yeah.
Listen to this guy showing up 3.5 hours after the original decided upon start time, saying, "Hey guys, let's speed it up. We got stuff to do."
And now your phone's ringing.
Unbelievable.
Maybe put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Watch this. Turn on Do Not Disturb.
All right, let's just move on, man. Let's just move on.
Yeah,
We're gonna be here till midnight.
Well,
We're gonna be here till midnight.
A little bit of trivia for you here.
Well, no, we're not, Lenny, because we already did 75% of the show without you while you were driving.
Yeah, Lenny, what's the capital of Missouri?
Capital of Missouri. Good question for you, bud. What is it?
You don't know. That's the job. Your job is not to ask the person who asked the question what the answer is. I'm asking you the question because it's Lenny's trivia of the week.
You know what's funny about that question, Ant, is that Lenny texted Lenny. You told him that question was coming. He texted me before and he said, "Hey, I'm trying to figure out this answer without Googling it. The only city I know is Ferguson." What does that say about this guy?
I think it really shows it.
I don't know, but anyway, Missouri. I don't even know what freaking cities are in Missouri.
Okay, so I'm guessing you probably just don't know the answer to this question then.
Jefferson City.
Okay, so you absolutely just
Come on, I was playing it off.
I just want to point out, he said, "I know no cities in Missouri," and then
You
comes
can't
up,
take a freaking joke. That was Lenny's joke of the week. That was the Lenny's joke of the week.
By the way, Mitchy, I got a joke for you right here. This is great. This is Ant's joke of the week here. All right, by the way, my buddy Brady gave me this joke. This is Brady's joke of the week. Actually, I love it.
I wish.
Guy's hilarious.
What did the sushi say to the bee? Wasabi. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. That was a chuckle. I got a chuckle. That was
10.
better.
That's a 10. That's a good one.
That was a good
Lenny, why do I not see you write? You got to write a paper tonight.
Maybe
Warm up. Why don't I see you taking notes?
Couple fucking notes. Anyways, boys, Bears Vikings. This is the I also hate this fucking game of the week, of course sponsored by our friends at Manscaped. Get those testicles shaved. Vikings are going to be laying 3.5. 3.5 total 46.5. Let's start off with you, Lenny. I know you really prepared for this one. What's your pick here? And he's texting. So
I do like the Vikings in this game.
I like it. Let's move on. Mitchy, what you?
I do like the Vikings.
Yeah, I like the Chicago Bears in this game to cover the 3. I think it's going to be a weird, lower scoring game. I would say probably in the low 20s maybe. So like that over under, I would stay away from it. Yeah. It's weird. You just don't know what's going to happen. Kirk Cousins, Trubisky went off last week. But I like the Bears to cover, maybe win outright, but I would take Bears plus 3.5 in this game. But they're both 6 and 7. They both need the game. I think the Vikings have a more realistic path where it's like if they win, like the Bears have almost already – I hate to say it, but they're almost – they're kind of dead already. And the Vikings, it's like, hey, guys, you got a chance here. Like you win this game, like you could – that's the game they lose. So I'm not saying they're going to lose outright for sure, but I would definitely be confident Bears plus 3.5.
Here's what I will say, boys. We need to have a moment of silence for all Vikings plus 6.5 bettors last week. That was nice. Dan Bailey fucking stinks. I've been going back and forth on this game, boys. Both teams stink. I don't care how good the Bears looked last week. Mitch Trubisky was playing with a 20-plus point lead for a lot of that game. I think they scored on the first play of scrimmage for their offense. Vikings cannot make a kick if their fucking lives depended on it. Again, rest in peace. The line should be higher, in my opinion, though. Here's what I will say, boys. Vikings ran the ball last week on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They got a pretty good run defense. I think Dalvin Cook last week got like 70 yards in the tutter. I kind of like Bears plus 3.5, but Mitchy, is Akeem Hicks playing in this game? Do you know?
I believe he is. One other reason why I can sway you to the Bears, I just looked at the remaining schedule, and the Bears have the Jaguars, and then they play the Packers.
You didn't sway me.
I hope Francesca doesn't watch this because I feel bad saying it, but the Bears are the same type of team I've seen the Bengals have many times. And if I know anything about the way these things work, I can see the Bears winning outright against the Vikings. They beat the Jaguars, and then they're 8-7, and they're going to need to win that game to possibly get a wild card. Who do they play? Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. And that's where they rip their fans' hearts out. So I don't know for sure on Hicks. He's a huge deciding factor. I should have looked that up. You're right. But
because if he's hurt, Vikings are guaranteed lock. Here's what I'm going to say. Vikings minus 3.5. I'm laying the points because if Akeem Hicks is not in that game, they are going to run the fucking ball down their throats. If Akeem Hicks is in that game, that big boy might stop a couple runs. That's the
top-notch analysis from us. I say, hey, I like the Bears because I don't know if Hicks is playing, but I think he is. And you're like, I like the Vikings because I don't know if Hicks is playing, but I think he's not.
I like the Vikings.
That's expert analysis right there. Hey, look it up, fans. Look it up on your own. You can figure out.
Lenny's
Lenny's pick. It's your turn.
No, in Lenny's segment of shit that does not matter. Lenny's L Jets segment of shit that does not matter. Jalen Hurts is starting this week.
Cool. So we're not even talking about the fucking Eagles.
I was gonna say, Lenny texted me. He's like, "Hey, here's some hot headlines coming out of the week," and he basically was like,
"Did you?" He
texted me and said, "Drew Brees return to practice may or may not go Sunday." That was one of the things Lenny said. We got to bring this up.
Yeah, that's really hot news.
Yeah, I love it.
What else is hot, by the way, boys? Nicky Ravioli's hot numbers of the week. You're going to want to jot these down. Lenny, I know you're writing a paper this week because you're giving a message tomorrow, but I guess you called that writing a paper. Hot numbers of the week, 24, 31, 7, if you're with me. These are football scores. 5, you fuck that, and 16. 24, 31, 7, 5, and 16. Nicky Ravioli is a friend of the show, and his numbers have absolutely been fuego the last few weeks. Let's get to I got a little hot take here for you. I think we should just jump in front of it. No, I'm going to do it before the shout out because my shout out actually kind of pertains to it. Let's just move on to Eagles cards. Lenny, let's Eagles cards. What do you got? Hurry up.
Eagles cards. I like cards.
I like it. Mitchy, give us the actual analysis here.
Yeah, unfortunately, because of that just quick pick, I like the cards too.
You know what? No, actually, let's give him like 10. Let's give him 30 seconds. We'll give him like a few. Give us your deep.
Break it down, Lenny.
Yeah.
Okay, so my actual analysis. This was my my weather pick game because like I said, I am 2-0 with my weather pick games, and the game is being played in Arizona. Again, Philly is not used to the warm weather in mid-December, so they're going to a warm place to play football. They ain't about it.
Yeah, I regret giving him any shot of analysis.
Man.
Come on.
I forgot how much harder it makes like your analysis when you let him like dive in beforehand.
It's kind of
talking about the weather in like perfect football weather. Like
yeah, but the Eagles are not playing football in perfect weather in mid-December.
Yeah. Hey guys, I think this is going to be one of the more fun games to watch of the week. So I think there's a bunch of stinkers. I was texting Antony about that. But I think it'll be really fun to watch. It for sure could go either way. I'm not going to be middleman Mitch here, but I'm going to take the Cardinals for sure. I like Kyler. I like them, getting some momentum, getting hot at the right time, kind of figuring things out, him and Kingsbury on offense. And I just feel like the Eagles just suck, man. Like, they played great last week, and it's like the first game with Hurts, nobody's seen him. What are we going to do? I don't think they have enough on offense. And, like, their defense had to make some big-time plays. They still, onside kick at the end, they still almost found a way to blow that game. Cardinals.
Boys, I want you to stay with me here. I can see the future. I'm Nostradamus. Call me Antidamus. Call me the Paisanodamus. All right? I can see the future. That last one kind of sounds like a dinosaur. It's happened a million times. This game has happened a million times. I don't even have to see the future to know what's going to happen in this game. You guys know a little guy called Ryan Leaf by chance? Because this is the Ryan Leaf game of the season. I got a little history for you, boys. First 2 games that Ryan Leaf played in 1998, he wins them. Beats Buffalo 16-14. Beats Tennessee 13-7. Mitchy, if you're a football fan, I think you know what happened the next week. Ryan Leaf played the Kansas City Chiefs, and this was a stat line. 23-7. His stat line, 1 of 15 for 4 yards, sacked twice, fumbled 4 times, and he lost 3 of those fumbles. Jalen Hurts melts down this week. He has an inflated line because of his win against the Saints last week. Everyone's been shitting on the Cards. I've been shitting on the Cards. I like the Cards. Kyler's a little cutie pie. He runs around. He's adorable, right? I love the Cards offense. I like this team. I think they just need some time to gel. They got so much fucking talent in this offense. They just need a little bit of time. They got to let the sauce simmer. You got to put that on medium low. You got to all that stuff, right? They're too good to stink. I love the Cards. My inner fan wants to take the Eagles. They got a good D, and they want the points, but I won't do it. I'm laying the points. Final score in this game, boys, 26-13. I'm taking Cards minus 6.5, buddy boy. Let's put that in the books. Next segment. Little segment called Shoutout. One of my favorite segments. However, we need to get to a certain social media platform. Mitchy, you brought this to my attention early in the week, but this is just unsettling. One L Jets BBF. By the way, that BBF stands for Beers, Boys, and Football. I'm just going to come out and say it. Lenny just tweeted this week. He said, quote unquote, I'm not a huge fan of the Jews. That's his tweet. That's out there. He put that out there into the world for everybody to see. Lenny, have you ever thought maybe, just outside of the anti-Semitic rants you go off fucking 6 times a day with me, have you ever thought about sometimes like the ramifications of your words on this show with our sponsorships or like what the fuck is going on? Explain this shit. You're muted. You muted yourself. Cool.
Sorry, first time using Zoom over here.
Yeah, you literally use Zoom for your career. So anyway,
I don't know about that. I don't know how you know what I do, but essentially,
you do this show. We do a show on Zoom. So this is on Zoom. Anyway, back to the anti-Semitic shit. Mitchy, don't you love how he deflects? He tries to do these Explain yourself.
No, it was the I love Judaism one. It was just like I love Jews.
I quote, not a fan of the Jews.
Oh, that was a double negative. It was like I'm not a fan.
Nope. I quote,
I must have been
not a fan of the Jews.
Dude, can we talk about how you hate short people?
I fucking love short people.
He meant to say not. That's a big time miscue though.
Wow.
He really hate to see
People
it.
did not get.
You know what? That actually does make sense though, Mitchy, because I'm reading his bio here. Co-host of Degenerates Plus 3. I love my brother and the Jets. Beers, Boys, and Football. I think you got a point. He said moderate fan of the Jews.
Exactly. I love them.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of the Jews.
You know what?
I think we can give him a little bit of a pass there. He meant to say not double negative.
Yeah. I just do want to point out how low self-esteem this guy has coming at me. I love short people. All right. I just want to point out that like what a dumb, ignorant thing to say. I love the shorts. They're so cute. They're little adorable people.
Let's just move on to the show. Who cares?
I don't shout out. What's your shout out here, Lenny? Give us your shout out.
Yeah, my shout out is this guy named B Flan and Nicky Ravioli. Those guys have it going on. They got a lot of goods. I know I love Nicky's picks each week, and then this B Flan guy, love him. Can't think of a better guy like a role model. I would if there is a way where he could be
you're
like a godfather to my parents or to my kids, would love to.
Be a godfather to your parents.
Nope. My kids.
Brady's a good guy for sure. He's a friend of the show. I'm Mitchy. Hear me out on this. I'm pretty positive he didn't have a shout out. He just made up something literally on the spot.
No, I love Nicky's numbers. Nicky's numbers and B Flan, man.
Cool. I like it.
I can't shout out my buddies.
Mitchy, who's your shout out?
I think you're just coming at me. I'm just gonna leave here.
That's a good activity to do for me, though. My free time is to think of people that I care about so deeply that I would want them to be the godfather of my parents. I'm going to definitely put pen to paper on that one. I am going to shout out online. Hey, Lenny, I'm going to need you to come back on video for this.
Yeah, go ahead and come back.
I'm going to need to make sure you're locked in.
Yeah, you need to make sure you're focused.
I'm locked and loaded, ready to go, baby.
Well, you weren't because you just went off camera.
My shout out is to just one of the best inventions of all time, okay? Online shopping. Like, seriously, it used to be, especially around this time of the year, now more than ever, okay? It used to be brutal for people having to go out in the cold, spend hours upon hours at physical stores, right? I bet in some cases even having to cancel or alter plans or obligations just to get the shopping done. Brutal, right? Now I feel like the only in-person shoppers for Christmas are people who just like, they fucking just drop the ball, right? Last second, they're scrambling around to get it done like a week or so before. Or people that are just flat out fucking stupid, right? I did all my Christmas shopping December 1st, right? Online, everything is right over here to my left in my apartment. Now, wrapping the presents, brutal. I've been putting that off. But online shopping, shout out, love it. Also, I have two shout outs, a little special for this week.
Okay.
I also will shout out number 14 for the St. Louis basketball team because guess what? That basketball team is 5-0 for the first time since 2013-2014 season. Watch out for the St. Louis basketball team, more specifically, number 14, because he's cute.
More specifically, just like that big body of water. Here's what I will say, boys. My glands are flaring up because the amount of stupid shit Lenny has said this episode is making me burn up. So instead of committing felony crimes, I'm just going to get my anger out by ripping that up. That makes me feel a lot better. Woo!
It makes me feel good too.
Yeah, that was a good looking dude there, man. That was a good looking dude.
Ugly sack of shit.
You said so much dumb shit this episode, and my man has been on for what? He's been on for a cup of coffee. He's been on for a cup of coffee, and he's already said some dumb shit. Go ahead, Anthony. Go ahead, Anthony.
Shout out, all the Jews. I love the Jews. I just want to shout out to the Jews. I think Lenny might have been fibbing us a little bit. I think he was just drunk out of his mind, and he's just publicly, not secretly, anti-Semitic. I want to let the Jewish people know we love them. We love the Jews.
No, I love the Jews, man. Because when I tweet something like that, and then I say love the Jews, it becomes a moderate fan.
Okay, so
I go love them and hate them, and
I love the Jews, and also shout out calendars. Calendars are a really cool invention going back a long fucking time, where you can put predetermined dates or events on specific dates. So Lenny, I need you to come back in, dial in real quick, get back on camera, bud. But
yeah, Lenny, taking your video off is like showing up to an in-person meeting with a bag on your head.
Shout out to calendars. Calendars are just a really good tool in the time management arena because like you have these prearranged things that you put on there so you know what's coming up beforehand at specific times at specific dates. But again, I will say this, shout out calendars, but no shout outs to dumb assholes that don't have time management skills, but they have the tools at their disposal. So shout out calendars. That's not aimed at anything specific. I just love calendars. Next game here, boys. Chiefs, Saints. Lenny, we're going to have you go second here because I know you're going to give us some really good commentary, and also I'm going to give you 30 seconds to come up with your pick because I know you haven't made it yet. Mitchy here, we got Saints -2.5, totals 50.5. Chiefs Saints, Mitchy, give us the goods.
Yeah. So I like the Kansas City Chiefs. I know that's a little bit of a a scratch pick, right? You're just going to take the team that's been the best all year. Everybody loves the Chiefs. But here's the thing. The Saints, I think, are still a very good football team. I love Taysom Hill in the role that he was playing with Breeze as quarterback. I think he's not a bad quarterback, right? But he's got to develop. He needs some time. He needs the sauce to simmer, as you would say, right? He needs to get a little more comfortable. He did not look good against Philadelphia at all. So that's the ultimate equalizer. If Breeze was healthy and good to go in this game, in a game that both teams need, it'd be a toss-up. But I love the Chiefs in this one. I just saw a report Breeze is back to practice, but a perfect ESPN headline. He's back to practice, but Sean Payton says he has, quote, ways to go on his recovery. Now, keep in mind, the guy had a punctured lung and broke 11 ribs, so he's not playing this week. Chiefs. Hammer it, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, money line. They're going to win by a full touchdown at least.
Here's what I'm going to say, boys. I'm about to make a shitload of money this week. And if I don't, I'm about to lose a shitload of money this week. I am laying down the second largest amount of money on a game in my betting career this week. If it doesn't hit, I'm going to be salty as fuck. The Chiefs have fucked me in both eye sockets for 2 straight weeks. Broncos and Dolphins, all right? Those guys can't cover a goddamn spread for the life of me, but no more. Not this week. It will not happen 3 times in a row. I don't care if Taysom Hill. I don't care if Drew Brees. I don't care if Archie fucking Manning is playing this game. The Chiefs are going to win this football game. It may be close, but the Chiefs are going to win it. They know how to win games. That's a skill outside of just playing football. They'll pull it out. They're champions. They're going to win the Super Bowl. They're too good. This may be a trap game. Some people are saying trap game because they let up because the playoffs are locked in and secured. But my response to that claim, boys, is this. They're going up against what could essentially be their competitor in the Super Bowl. You think they're not going to flex those muscles and come out flying? I don't think so. Big game, baby. I have no analysis for this game outside of that, but I do know I'm hammering Chiefs money line all fucking day. But I'll take Chiefs minus 2.5 as well. They're going to win by more than a field goal. And I will say this, boys, overtime alert. This may be an overtime game. I don't think so. Chiefs minus 2.5 and Chiefs money line. Lenny, what do you think here?
Yeah, so I have zero analysis for this game, but I do like the over of 51.5. I do like the over. That's my take. Yep, that's my take.
Cool. I like it. This is actually, Mitchy, I kind of like this. It's quick, concise, and not a whole lot to do.
Forever. I got shit to do tonight, man. I got shit to do. So I got to type a whole paper up.
Yeah, you have to give a message virtually, but I think a paper is like a college essay kind of situation.
It doesn't make a difference. Let's go Cleveland Browns, baby. Cleveland Browns and NY Giants.
Oh wow, you're hot. You're dialing up the heat here, baby.
I'm dialing in, and while I'm dialing in, I love the Browns.
Browns Giants. What you
love the Giants? Sorry, love the Browns. Love the Browns.
Love the Giants. You love the Browns?
Yep, I love them both. They're both gonna win. And in a tie.
Well, maybe take this. Maybe just take a second and maybe take it serious.
Yeah.
Baby. We are gonna go with honestly though. My honest pick is gonna be the Cleveland Browns minus.
The Cleveland
Browns minus 5. They're hot and they're playing the Giants. Or not?
They're hot, Mitchy. They just lost last week. They're hot. The Cleveland Browns are hot. Wow, that's a pick, man. Boys, I make it a point to not bet on the Browns. I really do. They fucked me in as many orifices as the Chiefs have this season. Not this Monday night, baby. Ravens minus 3. I will say that again. Preppy, the god, Preppy_bets, the best gambler of all time, who I just blindly follow him. I am a sheep. He is the wolf. He tells me what to do. He makes me a lot of money. Told me to hammer Ravens minus 3. I blindly followed. I, of course, knew that safety was coming at the end. That's an obvious. Now, I had a little bit of luck. I'm going to take the Browns this week again. I'm just going to, no, I might do that. I said it last week. No one listened. The Giants are frauds. The Giants are frauds. They stink. They had all-time luck last week against the Seahawks. They stink. The Giants continue to stink. I hate the G-men in this game. Daniel Jones is going to turn it over at least 2 times in this game. I don't love the Browns offense. Whenever Baker Mayfield holds that football, it scares me. It scares me just a little bit. But, man, when they just keep running it with Nick Chubb, we're golden. The Browns are going to run away with this game. They're going to keep a healthy lead in this game, lay the points again in this game. I'm not taking it officially, but I also like the under. Just fucking kidding. I'm not kidding. Browns -4.5, and I want the under. I want the under. I want the under. I want the under. And I want this. I want the Browns. I want the Cleveland Browns. Mitchy.
Hey, I agree with you, but I want you to write down your official picks because I just noticed something. You know, you announced the records at the beginning, and I'm not saying I'm doing well this year, but I am so far behind you guys, and you just made every fucking pick in the book. I'm not saying I'm doing that, kidding. I'm doing it. We got to make them official, man. We got to make them official.
Notes. I write
I'm Browns. Hey, I'm on the Browns. I've been on the Browns all season long. I agree with that. I love when they run it with Nick Chubb. But one thing I'll say is if you watch that offense, I think they prove some things. They got to make sure they don't do the Raiders and take a, consolation prize victory from playing that. But, man, it over and over again, there were situations, and I was pulling for the Browns in that game where it looked like, oh, man, the Ravens are running away with it. Oh, it's over. It's over. And every time that the Browns would make a Browns play or not be able to answer, they did. And it wasn't running the ball. It was Baker against the Ravens defense that is not bad. They are not bad. I agree with you. The Giants are frauds. They ripped my heart out last week. I don't know if I'll ever be able to love again after that, but I'm going Browns big time because normally Sunday night would scare me for this football team. It's the Browns on Sunday night. They're going to destroy the Giants. They had a game that was bigger than this one against the Ravens, or a better team, I should say. Like, every game's big now. They need to win every game. But it was against the Ravens, much better team, played them tooth and nail, took a 55-yard field goal to lose. They're going to smack the shit out of the Giants.
By the way, was Lamar cramping or did he poopy his pants?
Yeah, he had diarrhea. And then he said, I also had cramps.
Yeah, he shit his pants. By the way, Lenny, have you ever shit your pants as an adult?
Negative.
Okay, so that's a lot. You want to give that another shot? Have you ever pooped your pants?
Negative.
Mitchie, do you believe that? I think every adult's pooped.
I don't, but I don't want to comment on it too much. Lenny's clearly checked out. He signed on 45 minutes late, and he's just ready to – he's backing out of his chair. He's ready to be done. So, yeah.
More of the story, just so fans have a little backstory here, Lenny's pooped his pants.
Everybody shits.
What?
I said everybody shits.
That's some great commentary. Mortal locks, boys. Mortal locks this week. By the way, mortal locks last week. Ant 1-0. Lenny 1-0. Mitchie 0-1. And Billy last week 0-1. Billy kind of stinks. Mortal locks all time. I will notice this, boys. The last 2 weeks in a row, I keep coming up with these unique fucking mortal locks. And then, for the last 2 weeks, I've told Lenny what my picks were. He calls me like 5 minutes before the show. And he's like, Lenny calls me 5 minutes before the show. Hey, what's your mortal lock? Coincidentally, he has the same exact fucking mortal lock as I do. But I will say this, Lenny and I this season, 3-1 this season on mortal locks. Mitchie, you are 1-3. You fucking stink.
Hey, before we give our mortal locks, can I just give mine first that way? Because I know we did not talk this week, and I can give my first. I'm not counting you.
Nope.
My mortal lock.
We have an order of things to do here. Mitchy Steez. We've got an order here. Have a little bit of professionalism here, Lenny. Mitchy Steez, what's your mortal lock?
Do you want me to do a new one?
Yeah.
Because I was going to pick a second one. I had the Miami Dolphins, and I went on a rant about it already.
That's a lock. That's going to happen. That's a lock.
But I had one other. I had one other lock, if I may. Is that okay?
That's okay. I think we can all agree to those terms.
Okay, got it. So the other mortal lock, what I really, really like, I like the San Francisco 49ers. -3 against the Dallas Cowboys. I just think that they're a much tougher, way better coach football team. The Cowboys just got their, oh, man, we had a good game where we smacked them. I'm a huge fan of the Bengals. That team was not going anywhere anyway, and we are a shell of ourselves with injuries. The quarterback, God, if you don't win that game by 20, you suck. And the 49ers are a tough football team. They play for that coach. Fun fact, Kyle Shanahan, best 1-10 football team of all time. He had the 49ers 1-10 when he first got there. They finished 6-10. The guy can coach. He knows how to get his guys up for games that don't really matter that much. They just lost to get knocked out of the playoffs, but they're going to come out angry and just smack the Dallas Cowboys. Niners -3.
Niners -3. I like it. By the way, over under on the amount of times that Lenny, you can't see it at home, folks, has yawned on this episode as probably at like 32 at this point. He's doing it again. Guys, I'm the mortal lock king on this show. Lenny lives vicariously through me. And he just keeps taking my picks and making them his own. Mitchy is so bad at mortals. I heard him out last week. I took the Falcons. That was a bad decision. Go fuck yourself, Mitchy. Lock of the week is simple, boys. I don't know how the Washington football team had to change their name, but the Kansas City Chiefs are still able to have that fucking chant. Kansas City fucking Chiefs. Put it on the burner. Put on all 4 burners. Crank them up. Dial up that fucking heat. The Kansas City Chiefs are a lock this week. All right? Put it down in the history books. This is a win. This is a victory. Mortal lock of the week. I'm going to take Kansas City Chiefs money line for my mortal lock. I can do -2.5 if you boys want. Kansas City Chiefs are the lock of the week. Now let's see if Lenny has an original pick this week.
I'm going to contend you got to do Chiefs the spread, because the spread I saw that's updated, the public loves the Chiefs. That's up to 3.5.
It was 2.5 when I took it. I'm taking 2.5. I already betted at 2.5.
Okay, you can take 2.5. No money line with the best team in the NFL.
That's fine. That's a fair pick.
Good job, man. Good job. But my mortal lock is the.
Yeah, maybe just get that.
Gotta get a little salt on this one because they are coming off 2 straight losses. So
before you get this pick, this is another photo of Lenny with a big fat pig. We're gonna go ahead and rip that up. Before you give this pick,
we're gonna go with the Pittsburgh Steelers -12.5. Love that. I think they're gonna absolutely destroy Cincinnati. Sorry, Mitchy, but they're coming off a 2-game losing streak, and they're out for vengeance. Got to get that top spot.
Hey, I don't disagree with the pick. I just made a note for myself of what he said to start that off. We got to get a little salt on this one because they're coming off 2 losses. All right.
Yeah, they're salty. They lost.
They're salty. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Salty loss.
I don't think you knew where you were going with that, but we'll go ahead.
Dude, that's a great pick.
Handsome fella.
Is that B. Flan?
Yeah, I think
that's my buddy B. Flan. Yeah, look at that guy, handsome fella. What I'm gonna do for this one, let's go ahead and we'll keep him there. Keep this guy over here. This sack of shit. Go fuck yourself. All right, I'm gonna hang that. I'm gonna send that to B. Flan. That guy's a cool dude. I will say this though, Mitchy. I actually do like that pick. -12.5. That's a pretty good mortal lock. The only downside of that is I know that Lenny just went to ESPN and looked that up. So, solid episode, boys, and by solid I mean probably the worst one that we've put out.
Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, it was terrible. Pretty bad. Mitchy, where can the people find you? Where can the people find you? I know we've got a big dedicated base of fans that are dedicated, and we've got a big base of them.
Yeah, we got play-by-play Mitch on Twitch. I do a lot of Cincinnati play-by-play, and we are also working on a little something that the fans
maybe a little pay-per-view.
Yeah, a little pay-per-view where I'll do a little commentary on a couple of our closest friends playing a little Madden. So we'll keep the fans posted.
Yeah, maybe a little Lenny Madden collaboration where I just absolutely kick the shit. Lenny, would you say you're good at Madden?
I'm the best player ever. Yep, best player to ever exist.
That is the answer I was looking for. We're gonna do a little, maybe a little Twitch stream of you and I playing some Madden games, and Mitch will do a little commentary. Folks at home, you already know where to find me. I need you to send me your money. Cash App, Antony Paisan. Some joker changed my name at the bottom to Brady Flanders. Shout out Brady though. Again, cool dude. Shout out Antony Paisan as well. Give me your money. I'm gonna gamble it this week on the Chiefs money line. Cash at me at Antony Paisan, but also. You want some big-time headshots. You want some full-body shots of me in the Goomba suit. Guess what? I'll hand sign them. Great Christmas gift right around the corner. send me 20, 25 bucks, something like that. I'll mail something out for you. Do a little Zoom hangout. We'll do a little custom video shout out. And shameless plugs. Shameless plugs. Give me your money. I'm going to spend it better than you will. Lenny's yawning yet again. Lenny, where can people find you besides your racist, anti-gay, anti-Semitic, just bad person overall Twitter?
Nowhere. I'm off.
Did he just stop talking? Or?
Nope. I said I'm off the web. Nowhere. No, they can't find me anywhere.
Well, they can find you on Twitter. LJetsBBF. Let's wrap this up, boys. I think Lenny's writing his paper. You writing your paper over there, bud?
Negative.
Cool. Can you do us a favor real quick? Just one more try. Conscientious. Lenny, I know you can hear us. You're smiling, bud.
CONSCIOUS.
You're such a sack of shit.
Got it, baby.
Such a sack of shit. Unbelievable. Say it for me real quick, though. Say that word for me.
Conscientious. I'm out. Whatever. See you guys.
It's been a good show, boys. We're going to end this right here. Lenny's gone. Any general commentary before I wrap this up, besides the fact that he, A, has a speech impediment, and B, didn't graduate from 3rd grade? Any commentary before we wrap this puppy up here, Mitchy boy?
Yeah, I would just say thanks for listening. Hope you guys are enjoying it. And it's sad to see that, Lenny joins. We're on the grind. We're trying to put out good content for fans. We've literally been working, bouncing ideas, doing the show all over the last, 2+ hours. And, Lenny bounces early. We're going to be done in the next, 2 or 3 minutes. So I don't know about his dedication to the show, but I appreciate you guys listening. Hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, it's, and by the way, also just take the picks. You're going to make a lot of money. One of the best gambling shows out there. We got some big time sponsorships coming up. We're going to start deviating a little bit, do some extra content here and there. It's going to be a fun little channel, folks. Fun little channel. Send me your fucking money first and foremost. So that's the most important part. Mitchy, let's wrap this up. Good episode.